You can't get 140 on the Duolingo English Test without a good score in interactive reading. And in particular, you have to be confident with the complete the sentences questions. That's one of the most difficult parts of interactive reading, and that's what we're going to focus on in today's DET practice video. So let's get started. Hello, I'm Francis from Last Minute English. Today we're looking at interactive reading, in particular the complete the sentences questions. First of all, let's take a quick look at what those questions involve. So in this task, you'll get a paragraph with around 7 missing words, and for each of those words, you'll get 5 options to choose from, and only one of those options is correct. So here's the example that we're going to be working on in today's video. Now, usually you'll see the 5 answers for each question in a drop-down menu. I'm not going to show you those answers yet though, and you'll see why in a minute. Now, complete the sentence is part of the bigger interactive reading section, and for that whole section you have 7 to 8 minutes. So you can decide how long you spend on complete the sentences. You're in charge of time management, but we suggest around 3 minutes. If it gets any longer, you're going to run out of time for those other questions that are coming later. So now that we've got a general idea of what this is about, let's talk about strategy. So there are 4 things that I want you to do when you are completing the sentences. Step 1 is to read the whole paragraph quickly. Okay, so even though it's not complete, it's missing some words, just try to read through and get a general idea of what this paragraph is about. Then step 2, before you look at the possible answers in the drop-down menu, I want you to predict what kind of word it's supposed to be. And we do this because it then helps you to more quickly identify which is the correct option when you actually click the drop-down menu and look at the real answers. Step 3 is to discard, get rid of any answers that are definitely incorrect. That could be for grammar reasons or other reasons, and we'll practice that in a minute as well. Then step 4 is to make your choice and reread the whole paragraph to make sure that all of your choices make sense and that they sound and feel right. If you're preparing for the DET and you want to keep getting more videos with practice exercises and tips and vocabulary and all kinds of different resources to help you score 120 or higher on your DET, make sure to like and subscribe. We release new videos every week. So those are our 4 tips for a good complete the sentences strategy. Now let's go back and look at that paragraph again. So notice that I still haven't given you the 5 answers for each of those questions. That's because we're going to take our 4 steps and do them one by one. And can you remember what the first step is? Yeah, the first step is to quickly read the whole paragraph, okay? So I'm going to give you a timer. You'll have 30 seconds, and I want you to just very quickly read through and get an idea of what this paragraph is about. Let's try now. Okay, welcome back. So you've had a little read of it. So we can say that this is a paragraph that's about smart cities, cities using technology. And also we can say that it's a semi-formal text. It's not super formal, but it's not informal like chatting with your friends either. So semi-formal, and we'll keep that information in mind as we move to step 2. So step 2 is predicting. So again, I want you to look at the paragraph, look at each of the missing words, look around those before and after, think about what type of word it could be. Is it going to be a verb? Is it going to be a noun, an adjective, an adverb, maybe a preposition like to, in, on? And also think about the context. what kind of meaning of word are we expecting? Is it maybe an emotion? Is it a place? Is it a person's name? Is it a material? And when you've thought about those, see if you can come up with one word that maybe could go into that space. It doesn't have to be a complicated word, just an example. So I'm going to give you 60 seconds for this. In the real test, you would probably do it a little bit quicker than that, but this might be your first time of predicting. So we start slow and then we get faster and faster, and then in the test, we get 140 by being really good at it. Okay? So 60 seconds, see if you can make a prediction for the type of word that could come for each of those questions. Have a try now. Okay, welcome back. So here's an example of the type of predictions that you could make. Again, we still haven't looked at the 5 answer options. We're just guessing what type of words they could be. So you could say the integration of multiple systems, because we know it's more than one. Integrate means bring different things together. And then it can reduce jams, like traffic jams. Also, it can anticipate maybe issues, it can anticipate problems, and it can contribute to lower pollution. Then the next one, the systems minimize disruption, so being disturbed in the city. And then improved lifestyles. It could embody teamwork and collaboration. We know that collaboration means like working together, and teamwork is another word that means the same thing. And it makes it more livable is exciting, okay? So those are the kinds of words that we might expect to see. And the reason that we do this is to help to give us the idea of what kind of word we're looking for when we look at the 5 options for each of these questions. And that's what we're going to do in step 3. So again, I'm going to show you the paragraph on screen, and this time I'm going to give you the options for each of those questions. And your goal is to look at those options and try to delete at least 2, hopefully delete 3 or even 4, and leave yourself with just 1 or 2 options that you think could be correct. Again, I'm going to give you 60 seconds for this, so delete those incorrect options now. Okay, how was that? Let's just take a quick look at question 1, and we'll see which ones we might have deleted and why. So we have 5 options. The first I would delete is static. So static means staying still. And this is talking about systems which are kind of moving and changing and things. So static is like the opposite meaning. And then the other two that I would delete are competitive and creative. Because again, we're talking about like technology in smart cities. So those two don't really fit with the context of the paragraph. So hopefully by now we have read the whole paragraph without those words. We have made some kind of general predictions, and we've also deleted a few of the options that we know are incorrect. The next step is to make our final choice and then reread the paragraph to see if those choices feel right. Remember, in the DET, there's no negative marking, so you don't lose points for a wrong answer. What does that mean? It means that even if you're not sure, you have 2 or 3 words that you think, oh, it could be these ones. Have a guess. Just make your best guess at which one of them could be correct. The worst thing you can do in DET is leave a blank answer, because you know you won't get any points for a blank answer. You might get a point if you guess it correct. So I'm going to give you another 40 seconds to make your final decisions and complete the paragraph, and then try to quickly read it through again. If you can read it out loud, if you have time, that's even better. Or if not, just reading in your head and thinking, do these words feel correct? That's better than nothing. Okay? 40 seconds, it's going to be pretty tight. Your time starts now. Okay, so welcome back. It's finally time for us to take a look at the correct answers. So we're going to go through sentence by sentence and just see which one of those words was correct. So the first one, the integration of sustainable systems, okay? So a little different to multiple systems, but it's okay. We eliminated all of the incorrect ones and we've chosen sustainable. Number 2, intelligent traffic management can reduce delays. So it makes people get there faster. Then number 3, by utilizing data analytics, city planners can identify patterns and anticipate trends. So this one, we could look at the word before. So identify patterns. So that's a verb and a noun. And then we look at the next one. It's going to follow the same style. So anticipate trends. So it's anticipate is the verb, trends is the noun. And when we read them together, it feels right as well. So patterns and trends, that they feel like they're connected to what a smart city would need to think about. Then number 4 is interesting because we almost got it right in our prediction. So we said lower pollution is actually lower pollutants, but really it's the same thing. Then 5, if we read the whole sentence, kind of gives us the idea of what it should be. So smart waste management systems minimize waste because it's a smart waste management system. Number 6, these innovations lead to improved satisfaction for residents and visitors. So it makes sense, right? They're more satisfied with a city that works better and has reduced pollution and better management of waste. Then 7, we're going to be looking after the missing word to get the idea of what this could be. So it embodies communication and collaboration among various stakeholders. So we know that those are different stakeholders, means like people who are connected to this city in some way. So we know that people are going to have to talk to each other and then work with each other as well. So communication, we can get that answer by looking after the space. And then finally, the potential for urban areas to become more livable is exponential. So this is a tricky one. Exponential means it can get better and like it can rise very quickly. So that's kind of connected to that word potential, because potential means the good things that can come in the future. So that's the end of the practice where I'm like holding your hand to take you through it. Now it's time for you to have a try at a full complete the sentences task yourself. Okay? I'm going to give you the full 3 minutes. I'm not going to help you. Remember your different steps. You have to quickly read the paragraph, make some predictions, eliminate the incorrect options, choose which option you think is best, and reread the paragraph to see, does it make sense? Okay? I want you to take your 3 minutes. Good luck. Have a try now. Okay, welcome back. How was that? We're going to go through the answers now, and I'd love for you to tell me under the video how many out of 8 you get correct. We're going to go through quite quickly these answers. So, first of all, by harnessing solar energy, the energy of the sun, then it's 2 examples of renewable technologies, which we can guess by looking at what they are, solar and wind. Then 3, transitioning away from fossil fuels requires investment. So transitioning away means moving away, using less and less of fossil fuels. Then energy efficiency initiatives help decrease consumption. Consumption means using something, so if we're being more efficient, we're using less. Governments and organizations must collaborate to create innovative policies. Then 6, public awareness campaigns, that's the sort of thing where you teach the public about something, can play a pivotal role in educating the community, so teaching and educating. The shift towards green energy will contribute to a healthier planet. So again, we look after the word to see which word it could be. And finally, our commitment to promoting sustainable practices. So there we go, those are our 8 answers. Remember to let me know under the video how many out of 8 you got right. And now you have a really useful 4-step process that will allow you to get the best possible score in your interactive reading Complete the Sentences questions. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to keep improving your interactive reading skills, we also have a video about another difficult part of that section, which is identify the idea. So you can watch that video by clicking up here, or you can go here under the video as well. I'm Francis from Last Minute English. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your DET. I'll see you next time.